The future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive for Disney and Lucasfilm, not just with their books, novels, and TV shows, but also with their new Star Wars trilogy of films that's all set to be released in the near future. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 is that this movie in particular was a film that was considered as the culmination of the Skywalker saga and the very end of the saga that started back in 1977, and now Disney is focused on developing a brand new era, a brand new mythology, if you will, for these new Star Wars movies that's really going to propel the fans into a different era of Star Wars. Now, when we look at everything of what Disney and Lucasfilm have been trying to do with Star Wars, we do know that, of course, Kathleen Kennedy is no longer able to interrupt with the creative decisions of these new Star Wars projects, which really is great news because Kathleen Kennedy, let's face it, a lot of fans out there are very much upset with how she treated the sequel trilogy and treated George's vision and his specific characters that he has actually loved, that he actually created back in the original Star Wars. Now, when we look at everything related to, of course, the future of this franchise, one thing in particular is a project called Star Wars X, which is actually the first film of the new trilogy of movies that's really going to kickstart this new Star Wars universe into fruition, really. So, with that being said, what's really intriguing is that now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films that will bring Star Wars fans into a brand new mythology. Now, it's explained that Star Wars X, which implies Star Wars Episode 10, is set to actually film that will actually carry many Star Wars Legends material into the mix, where it's explained that Lucasfilm has a plan in place to bring in the Yuuzhan Vong as a side enemy for the upcoming new Star Wars X film that will play a role in a brand new galaxy that Disney wants to introduce with this new Star Wars movie. It's explained that though the new film will take place within the known galaxy, Disney wants to introduce the idea of another galaxy in existence as the home of the Yuuzhan Vong in Star Wars. Not just that, but also Lucasfilm was also developing a plan in order to make the Vong after the Dark Tide book of Star Wars Legends in the new universe, and not just that, but that they are also looking into introducing brand new Force powers that have never before been seen in the actual Star Wars franchise, not in Star Wars Legends or Star Wars canon material, that will redefine Jedi powers and what they are able to do through the ways of the Force. It's also said that they have actually come to a decision to include a backstory on the Prime Jedi, who was the first Jedi that started the Jedi Order, and that the origin of the Jedi Order will be explored in this new Star Wars film. Now, Kevin Feige is still trying to get Keanu Reeves on board for Star Wars X, as well as other A-list actors in the mix for this film, and it's actually said to also introduce a brand new look at the world of Mustafar, and that they are looking to bringing back a return of the planet once more in the Star Wars franchise on film. Star Wars X is said to also introduce the truth of why the Jedi and the Sith became enemies, and that it will change how the fans view the Sith and the dark side of the Force entirely. So, when you think about everything related to the Force, the Jedi, the Sith, and of course Star Wars Legends and how that's going to be used as inspiration for this new Star Wars movie, let's actually tap into the Vong here. Now, a lot of fans out there may not like the Vong being a part of Star Wars under Disney. I, for one, think it's a good idea. I think it's a good side villain, if you will, that they're going to be introducing in this new Star Wars universe. But when you think about everything related to Legends, right? Legends had the Vong introduced with Luke Skywalker in his prime. So obviously they can't do that. So this is their way of kind of bringing in Star Wars Legends in a different way, in a brand new era that does not feature Luke Skywalker. So the Vong, to me, I think is a step in the right direction. But not just that, the fact that they're also going to be tapping into new Force powers, and how they're also going to be introducing a backstory for the Prime Jedi and the origin of the Jedi Order. Very interesting stuff now. Now, in case you guys did not know, they will be using some of, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss's ideas of their scripts of the 3 Star Wars movies before they actually left Disney and Lucasfilm to focus more so on Netflix. So parts of their script will be applied to these new Star Wars movies, so you're going to have some of Dan and Dave's vision in there that's going to be thrown into the mix. So, like I say, when you think about Star Wars as a whole, obviously everything is meant to evolve. They want to evolve the franchise into something new, something different, yet feeling like Star Wars at the same exact time is a very big and tough challenge. And I can only imagine, what Lucasfilm is trying to do. They're trying to catch lightning in a bottle again, just as George did with the original trilogy, and that's exactly what they want to do here. Whether or not they will be able to pull it off all depends on how it's executed on film. It's all a matter of who they actually bring into these new Star Wars movies, how well it's acted, how well the CGI work is, everything, right? So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.